Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we continued down the Caelid Highway, as I'm gonna call it, up to Celia, Town of Sorcery. Just outside, we met a sage by the name of Gowry who directed us up to this church and instructed us to try to cure someone named Millicent of the Scarlet Rot, and it seems like we did so, as she is now better and is now going off on a journey. Throughout that process, we explored the entire town, explored the entire swamp of Aeonia, and even discovered a boss that I killed and another boss that I didn't kill. This time, more Caelid exploration. That's what's on the docket this time. We might head up to Dragonbarrow real quick. There are a couple of things in Dragonbarrow that I'm highlighting with my crosshair. But yeah, we might venture into Dragonbarrow very briefly in this video for something quite important. There are a couple of areas in Dragonbarrow that I would like to check out, since they are kind of important and kind of pertain to us at this stage of progression. Alright, this is a pretty random thing to find. Look, it's even surrounded by normal trees. Normal-looking trees in Caelid. What the... This place is a heck of a lot more lively than the rest of the place. My god, did you see that red reflection down below? That was pretty cool looking. Hello, sand dunes, once more. Just behind Castle Redmane over there, and there's also one of these things that points to a catacomb. Guide and gatekeeper before returning to the roots. Alright, so you're saying all I gotta do is fall all the way down there. I'm sure that'll go well. I'm sure falling down there will be very simple and easy to do. But yeah, he is just pointing down there in that big expanse of sand. So, there's a catacomb to find down there. Good to know. We'll be discovering that a lot later. Hello? Is that another skeleton? Kind of. Okay, it's a big one. Not that makes you special or anything. I did not mean to jump around with Torrent while locked on. You're guarding a Miquella's Lily. Buddy, I think you need to find better things to do with your life than guarding a flower that I could just go pick up from right behind you and then sprint away from you at top speed. So look, there's another one right here, dude. You were guarding one Miquella's Lily, and the other was another one right there. I just got two Miquella's Lily for basically nothing. More skeletons, because there's graves nearby. They have to appear. I have to wonder why there are graves in this world when supposedly, as far as I'm aware, or as far as I know, death isn't supposed to be a thing in this game. So why are there graves? Like, who's dying? Maybe it's only a thing for, like, special people in the eyes of the Golden Order? In other news, we have a... Actually, is this a new enemy? No, we've encountered these guys before. The Battle Mage. Down in, where was it? Academy Crystal Cave. Oh, I so want to use that attack, but it's still unavailable to me. I still need to get smarter. I'm trying. I'm working at it. I'm working at growing those brain cells. Obtaining those neurons. This Battle Mage is guarding an item. 2 Beast Blood. You were an entire tough Battle Mage guarding blood? Alright, whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat. I mean, if a skeleton really wants to just guard a flower to make himself feel important, then who am I to stop him, right? And same thing goes for that Battle Mage. Alright, which direction do I want to explore first? I think I want to go south, because up that Spirit's Ring will take us up into Dragonbarrow, and I'd rather not deal with the higher difficulty of Dragonbarrow yet. That's basically what's up from Church of the Plague, aside from the Spirit Spring we have yet to take. But what is down south from the church? Excuse me? Down south is us. No, actually, you guys are west of the church, you idiots. You are just west of it. Do you not know your directions? To be entirely fair, in real life, I'd probably be horrible with directions. I'd say I'd probably be, because I've never been in a situation where I needed to navigate on my own. I don't know if that's exactly a common thing that people have. I'm just getting out of here. You're telling me those guys are only powerful when I'm not actively killing them? I guess that is how enemies in this game work, especially projectile enemies. Those are 2 poison bats over there. Alright, let's get out the rock sling. We obtained this sorcery last time, and it'll do us a good service, especially regarding stagger and stance break. Boom. That was not a stance break. You probably had your poise refill there. That was a stance break. I'll go and get the rest of you. Yeah, that puts you in a really long stun animation, though it does not allow me to get a critical hit. It's one of the few stagger animations in the game that are like that. Actually, I think there's a lot of stagger animations in the game that are like that. So if you could, like, actually come towards me, that would be great. I guess that's what the gravitas magic is good at. Maybe I could consider using it. No. You think I would ever use an item in this game that was given to me? It's weird of you to think that I would do that. Golden Rune, level 9. Okay, we're just missing level 8. That's the only one we skipped. Oh, actually, we got a level 10 before we got a level 9. That's interesting. 3,800 runes. That also is the same. Oh, wait. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnish, provided a finger maiden can be found. Even now, runes are still imbued with the power of life itself. Do you see the Erd Tree towering o'er? I see it towering over. I don't see it towering o'er. Those born at the foot of the Erd Tree are blessed. At least that is the enduring belief of the people of the plateau. The grace of gold blessed those who were first to serve it with the most vivid coloration. I'm glad that they actually gave all the different levels of golden runes different descriptions, rather than Dark Souls 3, where all of them had the same description every single time. Not that they had, like, you know, too many interesting things to say, right? But still. Okay, Rocksling does cost a lot of FP, but ultimately, it's doing a crap ton of damage, and I think it might be doing more than, what is it? Glint's, the great shard that we have. Like, let me see. For about the same FP cost. Yeah, well, then again, that was pretty similar. It was like, the thingy was doing 200 something, and so was the Great Comet Shard, so yeah, I don't think it's that different. Still, though. It's strong, is the point. It's doing 200 physical damage, and that could be better in some cases. Oh, God. You know, I think, building upon my ideas and my suggestions slash, like, requests slash something else of having a bestiary in one of these games, I think that would help a lot with figuring out what things are weak to what, because, like, all the enemies in this game are, like, weak to something, strong against something, but outside of the wikis that may or may not be correct about it, Dark Souls 3's wikis were not entirely accurate with that. Or any other video guides where, like, it seemed like nobody could agree on who was weak to what in Dark Souls 3. There were only a few definitive things I knew of. So it would really, really help to have a bestiary in these games to make that clearer. But you know how From Software likes to do it. They obscure any and all useful information from you, because that's just what they do. That's what makes them cool, I guess. Ice Crag! There's so many poison bats! I didn't remember there being this many! Good thing I could just take them out with sorceries, basically. That's really nice, and they give me Golden Rune level 9 in return. Alright, anyone else on these ruins? Got more regular bats. Please say no more poison bats. I've had enough. I've had enough of poison bats for one lifetime. It's weird, though, that they're still poison bats and they're not scarlet rot bats, but I suppose, you know, people can fart poison, but if you try to fart scarlet rot, that's not gonna go well for you. That might damage your bowel areas and be bad for you in the long run. It is not recommended by your physician. Wake up! And then he fell back asleep again. Okay, we got a field of a bunch of rubble things. Pretty cool. Looks pretty giant and empty, though. Like, there's nothing out there from what I can tell, anyway. So, I certainly hope things get more exciting when we get down there. Maybe some enemies are down there that aren't loaded from here. Hey, guys. How are y'all faring up here in Caelid? Seriously, what are you all doing here? Y'all did not change your behavior one bit. You all are the same strength as you are in Limgrave and Liurnia. That's probably not true. They probably are slightly stronger, but I'm slightly stronger too, so it balances out. Alright, well, they are hitting me, and they did kind of force me to use a flask there, so I can't really, like, I can't call them pitiful. They are trying. They're trying their best. It's just, wow. I think these guys are the only demi-humans in all of Caelid, and, yep. That's about right. That's about right for how they would do. Those pots did not load in until I came close, because we had a good view of this troll's back before, but now we don't. This is the pot-throwing troll that threw those, like, blue pots down on us that crashed, and he ended up killing those marionettes for me. I very much thank you for that. However, you are a giant troll, so as such, I'm going to kill you. You know, after I said that I don't enjoy fighting them very much, I say that many, many times. I then say that I want to kill them because they exist. It's what I do to people I don't like. That was perfect. We got a stance break. Let's critical hit. Oh man, Rocksling, we're so good against you. Oh my god, this is a freaking troll fight that I can actually leave in the video because it's, you know, I did something new and special in it. That's a rarity with you guys. Good job. You were just about to use your sword, but you didn't get the chance. I think that guy might be a permanent kill, so if we were to take that road ever again, we no longer need to worry about him. Anything up on this mound of rot? If not, then we will head towards the big gate-looking structure that has the bridge we can enter. We can actually enter that one, unlike the one in Limgrave, the gate front in Limgrave, where that's, I don't think that's possible to enter. If you can, there's probably like Golden Rune level 3 in it, and that's it. Or there's absolutely nothing, and then you get trapped and stuck without dying to fall damage. Hello, scraggly tree. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what the trees in Caelid should look more like, unlike those lively trees up by that pond. I mean, I guess a bit of normal water that somehow managed to avoid scarlet rot is all you need for trees to enjoy themselves. Ow. Okay. Behind this pile of black key bolts for this, I think, hang on, I should read, after I die and respawn, I should read, that went really bad, are these ghost guys, is what I was going to finish that sentence with. But I should read the description of the black key bolts, because, like, it sounds like they're only usable in that crossbow we got last time, Creepus's crossbow. Used in Creepus's black key crossbow, yep. The intricate spiral tip bores deep, injecting scarlet rot far into the flesh of its target. Okay, so it's scarlet rot bolts, got it. You make it sound like a special, unique type of arrow, and then what it comes down to is it's basically Minecraft-tipped arrows. And, the fletched ones go farther. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm sure there are more unique arrows in this game, arrow types in this game. I'm just, you know, from what I've observed from reading the descriptions of them, it just seems like that is basically what they are. Bird shadow taking off at 5 FPS. Oh, I love it when I notice that. Whenever enemies get far away from you, they start rendering in lower frame rates. Just to save on, like, you know, animation resources and all that. Okay, can you guys come into here? Can you guys come into here? Come into here, please? Yes, you. Come into here. My runes are in there. I didn't have a lot, so I'm not upset if I lose them. I only have, like, 6,000. Still, it was a lot of runes from, like, the bats, and I'd rather not go through the rigmarole of killing them again. Beep. Down you go. Whoa. Okay. There we go. You do not use that sword, sirree, against me. Excuse me, sword, sir, E. That's not the right flask. I thought I was healing my health when I really just drank the magic flask. Oh, great job, me. So I guess the deal with these guys is that they disappear when you get far away. They're like, oh, we have the power of bad draw distance. Is the troll back? Nope, the troll is dead, as I thought. Now the other side of this little bridge that was surprisingly challenging to get through, I nearly died a second time trying to do it. We have goats. I think you guys are the only goats I have seen in Caelid so far. Or, no, I think there were some around, some in the Dragon Barrow somewhere, but either way, these are the first guys I've seen in Southern Caelid. See, so I wasn't entirely wrong. Oh, hold on. I was about to zoom into that thing. I accidentally turned on the lantern instead. But, there's a Bloodhound Knight here, and I find it funny that I think our second encounter with a Bloodhound Knight was the one outside the Academy of Rey Lucaria, and then our third encounter was the boss inside the cave. So, these guys just cannot decide if they want to be bosses or not. Something pretty funny about Elden Ring's bosses and Elden Ring's enemies by extension. Because, you know, Elden Ring does that thing where it brings back former bosses, but as regular enemies, and I like it. I like it when games do that, especially when it's done in a way similar to, like, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where throughout the regular castle you have these enemies that have a much more advanced movesets that are used as bosses, like Werewolf and Minotaur, I think, in the Colosseum or one of those. But then when you get to the Upside Down Castle, they start appearing as regular enemies. And that's pretty cool. So it's like, it's kind of guaranteeing that you've fought them before. And if you haven't, then, well, it's pretty obvious you were supposed to find them earlier. But yeah. First of all, Eternal Darkness creates a space of darkness that draws in sorceries and incantations. Originally a lost sorcery of the Eternal City, the despair that brought about its ruin made manifest. What did you say? Okay, so the despair that brought about the Eternal City's ruin. Got it. I had to read that a couple of times. Okay. tell me if I'm stupid. I'm sure I am for this. I do not know when to use semicolons versus commas. Like, I've looked up a bunch of explanations. I've taken English classes that try to tell me, but none of them have a definitive answer. So for the most part, I just never use them. I just use commas instead because it works. Like, when do you use semicolons? Ever? Someone help. Someone who actually knows help. Can I climb on this? I'm probably gonna lose my 9,000 runes by doing this. Hold on. No, I won't. No, I won't. If I do this, I got 2 of these, and I can buy more from certain merchants. I can. You can climb on this. That's pretty cool. Okay. Anything actually up here would be partially surprised, but also not very surprised if there was. It kind of feels like... Nah, it feels more like I can't go up there. Nothing on that plant. I'm sorry, Torrent. You're just kind of... You have the better jumps. You have better jumping than I do, so it's kind of hard to control Torrent on this thing. I don't see anything... Is that something? No, that's a light part of the branch. I don't think there is anything up here. I think they just added collision to this because, you know, some stupid players like me are gonna try it, but no one else is gonna ever think to go on here, and so we won't put any items. Are there items? Like, I don't know. Part of me would think that they would do it. Hello, Torrent? You are not facing that way. Oh, now you are. Okay, when did you turn that way? I didn't hear you turn at all. No. Oh, God. Oh. What? Just, I still had health left in my health bar, but then it got removed. Alright, whatever. Oh, I thought that was a message I could close. Yes. Talisman effects have caused the thing. Thank you. Thank you, Talisman. I've decided, let's put this on. Raises maximum HP, stamina, and equip load. Urtree's favor. There we go. I may have had this on in a previous video, and if you think it's too repetitive, well, I don't really care. Decided to real quick grab that great dragonfly head. It's been there every time. I really should just be killing it every time so I can farm that. I guess that's a good farming spot, but Limgrave is overall a better farming spot, in my opinion. I marked this because I think Gowry might have new dialogue for us. Now that we have rescued Millicent from the Scarlet Rot. He wasn't here earlier. We came and saw Millicent in here, but then he wasn't there for some reason, and now he's back. I guess you came back home from Subway or wherever you went.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge of the lost sorceries of the Celians, descendants of the Eternal.
Thank you for doing my task. As a reward, you are now able to give me money. Glintstone Stars, I have this already. Night Shard, though, I do not have. I think we've already read that description. Night Maiden's Mist. Life-sapping silver mist before the caster, dealing damage to all caught with it. Ah, so this is like Pestilent Mist from Dark Souls 3, which I didn't use. Below Celia, the eternal city of Nokron sleeps. The sorcery originates from the maidens of that place. Alright, then I will get both of those. Millicent paid a visit, by the way.
Oh, you noticed, did you? Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
Okay, then why are you holding out your hands like that? Are you expecting something? Alright, well that's all the unique sorceries you had, I think. Let me check on the map. Well, okay, item description. You're off by a little bit. This is Nokron over here, but it's close enough. I'll give you that one. Let's launch up the difficulty! Oh my god. That's a big dragon. Gonna stay out of sight from that. So, Grail's Dragon Barrow is named after a particular thing named Grail, And, I don't know if it'll have ever officially mentioned it, but that big old thing right there, her name is indeed Grail, and she is a giant dragon. Now, if you have a Bleeder Frost weapon, you can actually just kill her right now because of the way that Bleed and Frost procs take away a percentage of health. She has a smorgasbord of HP, will take you absolutely forever to kill her without Bleeder Frost, but with Bleeder Frost, you can totally just beat her down with enough hits from behind. She can't do anything about it. But that's not really the way you're supposed to kill her, so I'm not going to do it that way. And I'm also not going to do it right now because that is a freaking hard task. As you can see, though, she is kind of stuck there. She was only able to, like, roar out and call upon her dragon children around her, or whatever they are, to attack for her, but we've escaped them as well, so, yeah. Welcome to the one and only landmark of Dragon Barrow I recommend visiting right now. This fort, Fort Faroth. Now, what I want to do... Okay, I'm gonna enter this place real quick and show off the enemies that we have ahead. We can summon for this place, and that might be for the best. We got more bats, but remember, this is Dragon Barrow. These bats are a hell of a lot harder. See, these guys are so much more... Oh my god, yep. Don't hit me with that. You didn't even do an attack there at all. Oh my... Seriously! They're so much harder! I still don't understand that design at all. Oh, do you see that? You see that glowing yellow item in there? That's pretty cool, isn't it? I hope I'm not attacked by another bat. That rains... Okay, there's a hole in the ceiling. That's pretty good. As you can see, there is a poison bat in the way. Not just one poison bat, though. There's actually many poison bats. Oh, this one is, This one was distracted. There's a third one over there. So there are 3 poison bats in there. This one was distracted by me fighting the one outside. And that is exactly the strategy I plan to use. Come over here and hit this wall. Jump up a little bit. That should make a noise that will draw all 3 of them away from the door so that you can make a run for it. Let's see if it does. Okay, well, it drew the one from the center. Yeah, see, now they're both over there going like, who was that? That one is still docile, but it's a much easier place to run right through without them killing us on the way. And just like that, here we are at the ladder. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight them. I'm sorry. They're way too freaking hard for us. Despite them being flying creatures, they are still bound by the ground, and ladders are too much for them. These guys don't get to do any flying. It's honestly kind of sad, the limitations that this game gives. Let's open up this chest. Dectus Medallion Right. The left half is said to reside in the coastal Fort Height to the far west. I think we know that already. We got the first half from Fort Height way back when, and now we finally discovered the other half of the Dectus Medallion. I personally think it would have been better placed in Fort Gael down here, but hey. Especially because this fort's in the Dragon Barrow and everything's like 10 times harder up here. But I suppose if you don't want to venture into the high difficulty, you can always just take the ruin-strewn precipice to get around the Grand Lift. But yes, we can finally use the Grand Lift now. And we will be in, actually, not too long. Believe it or not, I am almost done with everything I wanted to do in Caelid right now. In fact, with us coming here and clearing out this item, we are... Okay, well, we're not done with everything in the fort quite yet, but once we are done with everything in the fort, I think I might start to head down towards Castle Redmane. I think we might be able to do that in this episode. We'll see, though. Okay, this area, they don't just give you a flat open area like this for no reason. No. They're absolutely going to spring an ambush on us. And here they are. They've got their buff Dragon Barrow stats. Let's see if I can fight them. Okay, babe, I can't. Oh, God. Please don't spawn any others in behind me. At least I can heal a lot of my health. Oh, my God. Fire bombs have never done that much health of damage. Shit. Okay. Well, I got the strategy for getting through the first room. We'll be fine. I think I should use, like, Hoarfrost Stomp or some of my other sorceries against them. Great Glintstone Shard works great against these guys. For once, it's finally living up to its name. Oh, you heard that. Well, I'm running through anyway. See ya. I'm sorry to be redundant about this, but it is so strange that just earlier in this video, we were fighting bats that had a pretty respectable amount of health and damage for what enemies they are. But then we go like a little bit north from that, jump up a spirit spring, and are suddenly faced with bats that are 10 times more powerful. What is it with Caelid? Seriously, what was the thought process behind making the northern part so much harder? Alright, I'll stop talking about that now. I've talked about it 3 times in, I think. Did I talk about that at all last time? I may not have, in which case, I'm actually okay to keep talking about it. Hey, look at that. The critical hit kills you. Okay. Also kind of keeps me in place from you for a while, but that's fine because I didn't take any damage. Now, how vulnerable are y'all to Rock Sling? Might lead in Rock Sling against you. How rough you are. Or, okay, well, I'll take that. Oh, that does so much damage to them. Yeah, critical hits are great against them. At least that's good. At least they have some weakness. They aren't just all-powerful. I am capable of killing them at this level. It's just hard. And I think that is overall the case with Dragon Barrow. As hard as it is, it can, like, really blindside you with its difficulty. It is still possible to do at the level I'm at around right now. It's just really freaking hard. I can't believe I've never pointed out that death sound until now. It is so funny. I love it. Around Dragon Barrow, there is a minor Erd tree just north of this place, I'm pretty sure. I fought the putrid avatar there, and as you can expect, it's like 12 times harder, so not doing that. I forgot that counts. I forgot that's enough for a critical hit against you guys. The good thing about Dragon Barrow, though, you get a ton of runes for killing things in it. In fact, I think I've already been over this, but I'll say it again. Around the Bestial Sanctum are a bunch of vulgar militia who you can sneak up behind and kill pretty easily, and if you do so, they drop a lot of runes. It's a pretty good rune farming spot, especially if you discover the secret sending gate that takes you to the Bestial Sanctum. That seems to be it for loot around these parts. I don't see anything around the side. There's this. Anything on here? No. Okay. This is honestly probably my least favorite fort in the game. Just for what it expects you to do for the other half of the Dectus Medallion, the bats in the beginning, the really annoying enemies all throughout, and for not having that much to it. I mean, it's kind of different from the other forts, I guess. There are some forts that use the exact same layout as, say, Fort Height, and this one's a bit different in that regard. It's like a barn, and that's pretty cool, but still. I just can't help but feel disappointed going through it. I'm going to use an item I have yet to use, the Beast Repellent Torch, for good reason. Drop down in here, and now, I think along this roof area you can see there are rats here, but rats will not attack me for as long as I have this torch out. Also, Golden Rune level 12. We may have only skipped one level before, but now we just skipped one level after, so yeah, it's the same. Yeah, these guys are scared of the torch. They don't want to come anywhere near me. And you can use that to just cheese your way through down here in order to get Radagon's Soar Seal. It's an upgraded version of Radagon's Scar Seal, except upgraded in quotation marks, because even though it raises the things by 2 more points, it also lowers your damage by a little bit more as well. So yeah, careful of that. Interestingly, by raising your attributes, it is also increasing your defense stats as opposed to your negation. I wonder, okay, you can still attack if oh my god, okay. I understand. I think I've angered it. Oh god, I've angered it. Oh god, I've angered it and they have a fuck ton of health. Oh no. Never mind, I'm going down here and waiting for them to de-aggro if they will. Oh, they followed me. Oh, this is fun. Oh god, okay. That's not what I meant to do, and now I don't have the torch out, so now they're gonna be full aggressive. Damn it, I'm out. Fuck. Okay, drink you, then drink you. Every hit I take from this thing, I have to heal up. Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to stance break it, but it doesn't seem to be going very well. Okay, there we go. We got it. Stab it in the head. That's what the glowing orb is there to tell you to do. And down it goes into dust. And now we can teleport away, finally. Get me out of this freaking terrible place. that wraps up everything on the overland of Caelid that I wanted to do. We've basically finished Fort Faroth. We've gotten all the treasure from there. By the way, I would like to say the strategy of hitting the things from the outside and using the beast repellent torch on the rats, I got from watching Gino Machino's no-hit runs. It's a pretty good strategy to use even in normal play, especially in no-hit runs. And by the way, as we go through this next cave, I have a question about Gino Machino's runs, where I've watched a few of his, and every single time he does the same thing. So, what no-hit runners tend to do, because their goal is to not be hit by a single enemy in this game, or else the run fails. Ooh, this is a pretty unique-looking cave. They usually just don't wear any armor at all. Look at that rat, so much easier to kill, but only drops 51 runes as opposed to, like, over 1,000. I think the other ones were dropping, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Anyway, yeah, they tend to not wear anything at all because they want to be at a light load so they get the fastest dodges so that they can more reliably dodge enemy attacks, as that's the whole point of those runs. They're not allowing themselves to use shields because I think blocking an enemy's attack with a shield technically counts as being hit, if I'm understanding the idea of no hit correctly. I could be wrong, though. Either way, they don't use shields. They use dodging instead. And so, because of that, the easiest way to stay in light load is to just be naked. However, for some reason, whenever he goes through Fort Faroth, as he starts to climb the ladder, having distracted the bats, he then puts on some armor real quick and then takes it off right after when he's at the top. And I'm wondering why that is. The one possibility I've thought of is maybe it's like the armor gives poise, and if you have poise, you don't get knocked off the ladder, because I think... Oh god, okay. That was surprising. I think in terms of enemies, poise determines when they get stance broken, but for you, poise determines when you get staggered from a hit. It's a little bit different in that way. So it's possible putting that on that armor gives you a little bit of poise, which would prevent him from being knocked down the ladder back into the enemies, and that would be bad. If they, like, the bats can do some kind of sonic wave attack that goes through the walls, or maybe if it's like the poison attack hitting him, and that could potentially knock him off, because I think that poison attack that the poison bats give also does hurt you and cause you to stagger a little bit if you're out of poise. So maybe that could be it, but, like, what I'm thinking is, wouldn't that technically be counted as hit by an enemy, and thus that would end his run? Like, I don't really understand that. Hello, vulgar militia. Okay, you're the first actual enemies I've fought aside from rats and those guys crying in the cages. I do really have to point out this cave, though. This is one of the more unique caves in the game, and I wonder if it's one of the first ones they made. Some of the last ones could be all the ones that just reuse assets over and over, because this one is a really cool kind of mechanic going on here. It is a jail, keeping these guys imprisoned. I'm not sure what they did wrong. How dare you be lit on fire and look like a corpse, you horrible, horrible beings. Absolute abominations. Never speak to me again. Never speak to the Erd Tree ever again. You don't deserve it. And, you're telling me y'all are the guards? I guess these guys are really easy to guard, so they brought in the weakest guys to do it. Then again, would the soldiers be technically weaker than those guys? I don't know. The soldiers have brought me close to death, and the vulgar militia so far, I don't think I've ever died to the vulgar militia so far. Oh, unless I went to fight the vulgar militia in Grail's Dragon Barrow, because the power of Grail apparently causes everyone to be 12 times more difficult for no reason. That's my lore explanation, and I'm sticking to it. My theory, I mean. Hello there. Rat, come back here. Oh, God. You were going to your mom. Or your dad, your parents, maybe even your uncle, I don't know. Oh god. I'm not dying to rats. I didn't die to the Dragon Barrow rats. I am not dying to regular Caelid rats. That would be the most embarrassing thing to happen after I survived against the rats in Faroth. Okay, good. That did not happen. I find it interesting though the big rats go away while the little rats stay behind. I suppose that's because the big rats would just take up a bunch of room on the screen, and they fade away the enemies when they think that they're gonna take up room, or if they're like a spirit. Turtleneck meat. Is that a new material? I think that's the very first. Yeah, that is. Considered an especially nutritious ingredient in the south of the lands between. Nice little typo there. We did see that thing for sale at a merchant, so it's technically not new. We just haven't picked one up before. Okay, great trap, guys. I'm real impressed. It didn't even poison me. Like, come on, guys, do better. Save money, live better. Papa John's. I know that's Walmart. I'm just remembering that one series Chunka Conroy did, where he thought that was... He either thought that was Papa John's or he just couldn't think of what company that was, so he said the first thing that came to mind. Save money, live better, Papa John's. No, it's better ingredients, better pizza. That's Papa John's little slogan. I do love myself a good Papa John's pizza. I've tried loads of different pizza from loads of different places because when you're an American, that's just what you do. You just eat pizza of all different types from all different places. And Papa John's is very good. I don't know if it's my favorite pizza ever, but it's certainly up there. Ugh. And we have now freed the burning victims, or whoever they are. So now all of the cells are open and we can explore all of them. It's a pretty neat little idea for a cave. You go through a linear path down with very easy enemies, minus the rats that nearly killed me, but aside from those, and then you find a lever, and now suddenly there's all this extra stuff in the cave you can now explore. I really like it. I really like Gaol Cave. I'm afraid it's not going to get quite this unique in terms of mechanics from this point onwards. In the caves from this point onwards. Though there are still some cool caves from this point onwards. Yay, redundancy. I think that's just a shortcut back to the start of the cave, and now we can go through it if we ever die. But against these guys, are we really going to die? Maybe. These guys could catch me off guard. These are the same burning guys from outside Fort Gael and, what was that other place? The ruins. The Caelid ruins. The Minecraft creepers. That's who they are. Pillory shield. That is an execution device, is it not? Why are you using it as a shield? Made to punish serious felons. Used as a shield. Though made of good sturdy wood, is only a makeshift tool and performs as such. Perhaps due to its use as a device which with the guilty were made to endure prolonged suffering, it raises vitality. Okay. They couldn't think of any special thing for that shield to do, so they made it raise vitality, and then they placed a weird little explanation for it. I guess it makes sense. I have heard that I think the main director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, writes all of the item descriptions. So this is all stuff that he has in his head that he's putting out into these items. Like, this is all on purpose with the worlds he's trying to create. It's possible someone else does. I mean, someone else probably translates it into English, unless he might know English. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure how the English translation process of this game is, but yeah, from what I hear, Miyazaki himself writes all the item descriptions in the game. Though, you know, that could just be like a theory, and in reality, there is a small team that does it, and both me and all the other people who claim Miyazaki does it are then discrediting those people, and now I feel kind of bad if that's really the case, but I don't know if it's the case, so, yeah, I'll just put, like, a little, like, I don't know, disclaimer, this might not be true. That was a little commoner's corpse right there that I got that Golden Rune level 2 off of. That's really the best thing I could say about that. There's some kind of phrase, there's some kind of term for, like, something you might not fully believe, or something you aren't sure if it's true or not, and you're trying to tell people, hey, don't take this for granted. I'm sure you know what I mean by this point, so I can stop harping on about this and start killing all these guys. I have to say, as interesting as this cave is, these enemies are not very interesting to fight. Spamming ice. Oh god, Frida did this to me all the time back in Dark Souls 3. Now I must unleash my anger on you guys. Strobe camera. All these things look like they would have fake walls in them, but they never do. Very sad. Here. Wakizashi. Golden Rune level 4 and Stone Sword Key. Okay, this looked like a katana at first, but it's actually a dagger. Short sword with a tempering pattern on the blade. A weapon unique to warriors of the Land of Reeds, which is the name of the armor set that the samurai starts with. It's from the Land of Reeds. Inflicts targets with blood loss. These swords are considered auxiliary weapons, yet one man is known to wield this weapon in his left hand while using a full-sized katana in his right. A demonic swordsman known only as Okina. Skill is Quick Step, like most daggers it would seem, or axes. It feels like Quick Step is the skill they just throw on weapons when they can't think of anything better to use it on. Like, I guess that the idea is you use it on the quicker weapons, but then again, axes aren't exactly quick weapons. I would know this because I used axes quite prominently in Dark Souls 3. I used the Deep Battle Axe. from the Mimic and High Wall of Lothric quite prominently in Dark Souls 3, so I know that they are slightly slower than swords. Okay, y'all are the guards of this place. And you died? To who? I haven't been through here before. Y'all were just dead. Did the inmates turn against you? Or maybe the boss betrayed his own guards, his own underlings? I thought you were alive for a second. My god. Secrets! Aha, there is more that way. How about this? No, not that way. But this way there is more. Oh. Okay, that would have gone fine, I think. But yeah, I was pretty close to just jumping down, plummeting to my doom, perhaps. And who might you be? A frenzied duelist. It's a Grave Warden duelist, like the ones we fought in Limgrave, but I believe he inflicts, you guessed it, Scarlet Rot. He doesn't have a whole lot of health, though, so this should be pretty fine. Pretty easy to deal with, especially if, yeah, Frost is gonna do that much to him. No, okay, swings that axe twice. No, actually, he does not inflict Scarlet Rot. Never mind, I was lying. Then I don't know what about you makes you frenzied. Do you have frenzied flame in you or something? I don't know, it's kind of weird. Maybe I'm thinking of a different variant of you guys that inflicts Scarlet Rot. I'm sure one exists, I swear. No, and okay, now I know the double attack is coming. At least you do that consistently. I swear, one of the most annoying things about enemies in this game are those attacks where they don't always, like, you get hit by a flurry of 3 attacks, and then the next time they do the same wind-up animation, they don't always attack 3 times. And it's just, you can never predict it, so you just have to, like, stay out of the way just in case they do it again. Thus, like, removing an opening that you would have otherwise been able to hit with. This guy did not have those problems, so as a result, good boss. I enjoyed it a lot. Putrid corpse ashes, even if it did die really easily. Oh my god. It's those things. Are you serious, game? You're giving me these things to summon these guys? Where all they do is just grab, bite twice, and then they stop doing everything for 5 seconds afterwards? These guys are spirit ashes? They appear some distance from the summoner. Though their movements are dull and confused, their low modes make them effective at drawing the attention of enemies. True death does not come easily for them. I guess in that case, they're fine. Like, I complain about them a lot, but at the same time, the jellyfish is probably less effective at a combat than they are. But, like, because if they get a hit, at least they'll do damage. Sorry, jellyfish, but, like, that's true. This takes you here, back to Limgrave, on this ledge above the beach down by the Third Church of Marika. If you don't remember, that's where we picked up the Flask of Wondrous Physic way back when. And your reward? The Regalia of Eochaid. I butchered that completely. Treasured Sword of Eochaid, a lesser long-vanished domain. And now nobody knows how to pronounce it anymore. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Swords of Eochaid dance through the sky. Oh, okay. The sword continuously deals damage while violently spinning. Charge the attack to increase reach and duration of the spin. I think I know what type of weapon this is. It's like... Yes, okay, so you kind of like control the sword from the air like that. There are a particular set of enemies in this game who attack like that. Which makes for a pretty good segue in what I've decided I want to do next. Do you have anything new to say? No, okay. I still haven't bought all of these. I suppose I could. I don't have enough to level up, so let's just do it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Alright, perfect. We're done. That's the advantage of getting into later and later game areas. You'll get a ton of runes, and although you might not be able to level up with them, you sure can buy a whole lot of stuff with them. That's not what I meant to do. Set the time to night, and then rest. And Bernal is gone. And if you look around the place a little bit, you might find someone to replace him. Although, he is not as friendly. This is the Bell-Bearing Hunter, a field boss that you can encounter in a number of different places, and this is the first one. And okay, you should not be too hard, but you attack in quite crazy ways. Alright, oh god, yep, it uses one of those Eochaid swords that can be attacked from long distance. and he's also real good at using it. So this is gonna take a few attempts, I can tell. Oops, I just said until nightfall again. I think he takes reduced damage while spawning in. That makes sense. Oh god. Okay. He's got some really annoying attacks up close, like that. Is that gonna kill me? No. Okay, good. Heal up. Okay. And then, oh god, he's gonna pick it back up, and when he does that, when he's retrieving the sword, it will hurt if it passes through you. I think he tries to make it pass through you. Alright. That's a big charge attack. You want to dodge as soon as he unleashes it, and he swings when it comes back in, because, you know, all those attacks you unleashed on me before weren't enough, apparently. And he can also shield bash at a moment's whim, because he's just an annoying little bastard. Alright, that was my fault. I dodged at the wrong time there. Alright, you gonna stop that anytime soon? Okay. If only I could actually see the sword as it was about to go through me, then maybe I would have dodged that. And dead. You explode into redness and only give 2,700 runes. Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing. I guess I'll go turn that in real quick. Offer to the Twin Maiden Husks to buy thin animal bones and hefty beast bones. So, I guess the Bell Bearing Hunter drops you a bell bearing that's used to buy crafting materials? That's a little less exciting than I expected. There you are, and those are the bones. They really don't fit in with the rest of your stock, I gotta say. I'm thinking it might be time to tackle Gael Tunnel at last. If I can find the entrance into it first, though. I think it's just up this hill. I think it's not too far from this grace. The running theme of Caelid is new stuff I've never seen before. Those are miners carrying a cart around? And this guy shooting a giant dog. Okay, hold on. The running theme of Caelid is stuff that we discovered all the way back in the Limgrave episodes, but have yet to do yet. Oh god. And we're now getting the chance to fully finish now that we're properly leveled up for them. And Fort Gael is one of them. Oh no, okay. Oh, by all means, take out those guys for me, will ya? Oh my god, wait. Are you just gonna fight them? Alright, fine then. I guess I'll just examine the cart. Oh, the cart's destroyed, never mind. Did it have anything special then? Oh god. Now they're both after me because I guess, you know, that one back there did no wrong. It is the dog's friend. Or is it? No. I don't know. The dog doesn't really know what it wants to do. It's very confused, and as a result, it died. Yeah, I did not know there were miners here before. That's really interesting. Nice damage. Let's pick up the beast blood. You dropped one beast blood. I seriously doubt you only had one blood item inside of you. But I guess you fizzled away and took the rest with you and left a little bit behind. That makes enough sense, I guess. Is this the entrance to the cave? Yeah, it must be. So just drop down, get past those two guys, and here we go! Gael Tunnel! Let's hop off of Torrent and explore this place properly. Yeah, I think we found it from we found another entrance. Yeah, the rear Gael Tunnel entrance, not the real entrance. It really isn't the real entrance. But that side you cannot progress through. The doors are locked. You must instead come into Caelid and find this side. So, can we drop? Well, we can. It's gonna kill us, though, unless we take it carefully. This is actually an elevator shaft that doesn't have an elevator. Pretty interesting. Somber Smithing Stone, level 2. Nothing else. Let's get the grace. And then let's rest, because I'm missing some health, and I'd like that back, please. This is yet another mining tunnel. As you can expect, there are miners in the other room. You can hear them from here. But there are also soldiers to join them, because, you know, soldiers are just the strongest of enemies, and we're really gonna have a rough time going through this, right? Am I right, guys? Y'all are real strong, right? Yeah, definitely. Very much so. Can my club do a decent job against you? I think I was just using it on the guys outside, and it was. Yeah, it's a pretty decent job, despite this club being basically unupgraded. Certainly better than my Twin Blade does. I basically have to use jump attacks with my Twin Blade, or else it doesn't do a whole lot of anything. Oh, the third enemy that is in this tunnel, land octopi. Yeah, because that's normal. To have land octopi in the middle of a freaking mine shaft. I guess they happened upon a natural habitat for land octopi down here. Tell me that that's the only one in the entire tunnel. That would be so funny if it was, but I don't know if it will be. Is this place progression or an optional thing? Nope, it's not the only one. Damn it. Damn it. It would be so funny if there was just one little land octopus in here. Hello. Rock Sling, I think you're pretty weak too. Or not. Okay. Physical damage does nothing to you. Got it. Understood. I'll get my Great Glintstone Shard for the rest of you out. Wow! 3,000 damage with a critical hit. Okay. That was cool. So I guess that's the deal with land octopi. The physical damage just does nothing to them, and you're expected to use magic instead. We got the Cross Naginata? Is that how you say that? Weapon consisting of a 3-pronged blade affixed to a long pole. A long central blade closely resembles a katana. Oh, neat. It's a katana halberd, a weapon of the Land of Reeds known for its ability to be wielded as a spear while still being capable of performing slashing attacks. Alright, cool. Silver fireflies, and the game really prioritized picking up the fireflies over the smithing stone. Alrighty. It's trying to sabotage me. I kind of wish you could break those lanterns. I just played Hollow Knight recently and have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun breaking the lights in that game to release the little Luma flies, and I'm kind of wishing you could do the same thing in this game, but it's fine that you can't. After all, it would probably shut off the lights in your area. Kill you? Cracked crystal. You guys, I'll kill you first before the miners have a chance to stand up. They got a chance to stand up. How about some magic? Okay, magic murders them. Got it. Glintstone Art, go! Oh my god. Alright. How does Rock Sling do against them? It's standard physical damage, so I can't imagine it would be that good. Yeah, it's not. Okay, we're really seeing that Rock Sling does indeed deal regular physical damage, because Glintstone Pebble is better than it against these guys. Boom. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna take care of you, because I think you're a bigger threat. You know, you guys are actually a bigger threat than another enemy in this room. That's a rare sight, but it is true in this case. I should stop going for regular R1 attacks against you guys. How do R2 attacks do? They're kind of slow, and they don't stagger them either, so I think I'll just stick with jump attacks. Jump attacks are basically my version of strong attacks. I know that I use strong attacks very rarely in these games, and I'm not really sure why. I guess I've just found it more fun to go with the light attacks. The light attacks are always faster. They deal enough damage to satisfy me. I've never really found good openings to use strong attacks. But instead of that, I've just been using jump attacks, which are basically the same thing, except they're faster and they're fun. So, yeah. Anyone down here? Yes, there is. I'm going to just backstab you. That'll kill you. And then... who are you calling it for? Who are you calling upon right now? Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody's around, buddy. Grace Mimics, 5 Grace Mimics, large glintstone scrap, more cracked crystal, more items that I will hoard and never use ever in my life. It's the most likely outcome anyway. Is this progress? Did I miss something in a previous room? I suppose I could go back and check whenever I want. All right, check it out. We have arrived at this side. This is the door that we were unable to enter. If you remember, the great warrior jar Alexander was here. That's the last time we saw him, I'm pretty sure. And there's a grace right here. May as well rest at it. And then, let's head on inside to the boss room. Oh boy, I remember who this guy is. And this is gonna be a little bit rough, but I'm sure we can do it. It is... a magma worm, similar to Makar, who we fought on the way up to Altus at the end of the Ruined Throne Precipice. But this one's just here and he has no name. There's nothing interesting about this one. I mean, literally, it's just Makar again, basically. So, I might cut through this or speed this up and only include the parts where I die, because I'm sure I'm going to die to this guy. One does not simply fight this guy and live. Okay, cool drag. In. He really is dragging along. There we go. That's the one I expected you to use. Staggered. Stance broke, I mean. I keep getting that mixed up. I'm sorry if my, like, me talking about the poise mechanics in this game has been a little bit inconsistent, because I keep referring to it as stagger when it's really stance breaking. That's the official term. And stagger is what the enemies do whenever you hit them and then they get their attacks interrupted and they get stunned a little bit. That's stagger. The freaking stance breaking is not stagger. This guy, okay, maybe he is different from Makar. He's not standing up on his hind legs. Oh, he might be changing that now. No, he's not. He's not. I guess they decided that was something to set Makar apart. So it isn't just Makar again. It's Makar, but more boring, I guess. Oh, fuck you. Alright, this might be it. And I'm sure you know what the reward for this fight is. Hold on, we got a little more HP to get rid of. But then, we will have it. The Moonveil. Just a regular old katana, right? Nothing that special about it at all, right? Wrong. It takes 23 intelligence to use. I'm almost there, and I don't even have any intelligence boosting things on. I don't think. Forged of glintstone, masterpiece of a Celian swordsmith. Light and wreathes the blade when sheathed, explaining its Moonveil moniker. Unique skill. Transient Moonlight is insane. Sheath blade holding at the hip in a composed stance, followed by your normal strong attack to draw the blade at a great speed for an instant slash attack. Both attacks fire off a wave of light. Allow me to demonstrate the katana's hold or unsheath ability. It was called hold in Dark Souls 3. It's that. It's pretty strong and pretty fun to use from what little I used of it in Dark Souls 3. Hold on, I had to raise my intelligence real quick. I look hideous right now. There's a good purpose for it. The Moonveil's version of that is this. It has significantly longer range and deals magic damage to anyone caught within it. There's also a strong attack version that goes overhead and I think hits a bit harder. It is crazy powerful. I really do mean crazy powerful. I hope you won't mind, but I might be using this sometimes. I'm sorry. I know that it's technically considered overpowered. I'm not doing a good job of it right now because not only is it unupgraded, but I don't have the attributes to use it, but like, that attack is freaking crazy. It can murder basically anything that you set your heart out to murder. Alright, it looks like I did explore all of this place. Cool! I beat the Magma Worm first try, and then I died of soldiers. I'm gonna level up Vigor by 1. I would like to level up Intelligence. All I need is 2 level ups of Intelligence, and then I can start using that thing. That'll be really fun. It is the first weapon we have happened upon that requires somber smithing stones in order to level up. Oh yeah, on top of this superly strong skill attack, it also causes blood loss if you hit with it normally. So like, this thing's gonna do a lot of good for us, so yeah. I'm sorry to those who are like, hey, it's overpowered, you can't use it, but I'm gonna be using this thing sometimes, alright? How far can we take it? I think +3 is fine for now. That put it in about the league of our Twin Blade. Yeah, our Twin Blade is +6. Anything that is upgraded with, about Roderica?
The girl has come a long way. As ever, time and technique have made her stronger. 'Tis good to see. An imprisoned monster does not deserve an apprentice or a daughter, but at times that's precisely what she feels like to me. I've gone soft, and it isn't easy.
Pretty cool. I like the duo of these upgrading people that we have in here and the little dynamic they have. It's so cool. Oh yeah. I should mention that anything that is upgraded with Somber Smithing Stones can only be upgraded 10 times. Anything upgraded with normal Smithing Stones can be upgraded 25 times. Quite a lot of times. Next up, there's this guy. He's just been sitting here chilling the whole time. He's infected with Scarlet Rot, so let's free him. He is Decaying Ekzykes. I like how the game's not including dragon in the name anymore. You understand that these guys are dragons. Okay, that's not very much damage, but that's my pretty usual damage amount for dragons like this, and if I'm going to be doing frost on occasion, yeah, that's pretty good. He uses Scarlet Rot against you. Every time he stomps, he leaves a cloud of Scarlet Rot behind. He also has Scarlet Rot Breath. That's basically the only difference. Oh no, oh no, oh no, okay. Does this attack have Scarlet Rot attached to it? No, it does not. Good. That's basically the only difference, so as a result, I'm probably going to cut through this unless there's something terrifically new. Or how about, better yet, I'll speed through it, so you can still see the whole fight. New attack, get away from him when he does this. It hurts, and the Scarlet Rot not only applies Scarlet Rot, but also damages you, and yes, stuns you. It can knock you off of Torrent, and it can kill you by stun locking you in place. It's pretty bad. Stay clear of it. Quite the challenging dragon. So it definitely didn't go very well for me at the end. I almost did it without using more than like 2 flasks, but watch out for the Scarlet Rot attack, and otherwise, you should be fine if you know how to avoid all of their other attacks on Torrent. I don't know how to do it on foot. If you'd rather try to fight every dragon on foot, good luck with that. We got a ton of runes from that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, if I didn't level up Vigor, some of those hits may have spelt the end of me, to be entirely honest with you. Hello, I'm not interested. Go away. I'm missing 3,000 runes. Good thing is, we've got a couple of golden rune level 9s, and that's exactly what they do for you. Let's get 30 Vigor. I think we can wait on the Moonveil a bit. We're almost at 1,000 HP. Pretty cool. Let's see what new power we got, if any. Ekzykes Decay. Okay, so it's Rotten Breath, except it transforms you into the dragon. Very cool, I'll take it. Alrighty. There is still the Deathrite bird over this way, but he can wait. He can wait his turn. In the meantime, I think it is time to head south. Even further south into southern Caelid than we already are. Oh god, that's a bird. That's a bird. That's a bird chasing after me. That's a bird that really wants to be in the video, but honestly, I just don't care. Golden seed! Golden seed, golden seed, golden seed. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yes! Alright. So, there are loads of big old dogs in this region of Caelid, in this field leading down towards Castle Redmane. But you know what else there is loads of? Space to move around I have no idea what I was even trying to say in the first place. You really followed me this far? Alright, then die. Oh, you have glowing eyes. Alright, then die. I'm more excited to kill you now. That was their weird stance break grab attack that they did to me in the first episode of Caelid, but not anymore. I wasn't even trying to avoid it. I didn't even fully remember that it existed because it's such a weird thing. Hello, we got carts here. We got small dogs, very much dwarfed by their other Caelid counterparts. So I guess the ones that inflict Scarlet Rot are their Caelid counterparts. Excuse me? Oh, you dogs! You dogs! You mutts will pay for this! Fucking, okay, attack, and then, Horfrost Stomp! Go! You seriously jumped just in time to avoid Horfrost Stomp's attack. Oh, how I hate dogs in Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Fan daggers. We'll see if I'm a fan of these daggers. The thin knives fan out when thrown, dealing damage to the target. Set of 5 throwing knives, conceal weapon, cherished by the Raptor Assassins. Okay, so what? The freaking crazy guys from Painted World of Ariandel and Dark Souls 3? Each knife deals paltry damage, but the wide range makes it suitable for constraining enemies. So it's a shotgun that you can throw. You can throw a bunch of shotgun pellets. Very cool, good to know. We don't have any reason to fight that dog, aside from runes, like who cares? Oh, do you see that? No, not you. No, not you. Oh, good. I'm sure that howl won't call every single dog within a 10-mile radius to my exact location. I'm sure that won't happen. Yep, it's a catacomb sign. Where do we go? This way. Got it. Anywhere's better than this place. Oh god. Yeah, that's the alpha corrupted dog. I didn't even know alphas could exist, like a hierarchy could exist in an ecosystem such as this, where the dogs eat their own dead friends. I guess in a place like Caelid, you gotta get sustenance in any way you can. There is a set of catacombs here, and yes, we will be doing them. I'm sorry, I know this is kind of the 3rd mini dungeon in a row, but I don't care. That never stopped me from doing mini dungeons in my first playthrough. Excuse me, guys, fuck off. I'm just gonna do this until they die. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Oh wow, did the dog attack the bird? That is funny, if that's what just happened. I did not know the dog could attack the bird. Yeah, you better freaking run, stupid. That's my best impression of the noises those things make. We're gonna rest so that we can reset all the enemies outside and make sure none of them are coming after us while we're inside this catacomb. Oh, and let's change armor. Here we are, the juvenile scholar's set with the finger maiden shoes on underneath. I could have gone with Queen's leggings, but in a place like Caelid, do I really want to get Scarlet Rot all over my feet? Well, then again, the last outfit kind of made that happen. Whatever, let's just go. Light this up. Oh, wait, this hat removes the ponytail. Well, crap, this hat sucks then. We're changing it. There we go, we've worn this before, but I'm afraid there isn't a whole lot of choice I have in the matter. More Scarlet Rot. It's a catacomb in Caelid. What did you really expect? In fact, actually, I'm kind of surprised that the previous mini dungeons we explored didn't have Scarlet Rot in them, because, you know, Caelid is all about that Scarlet Rot. It's all about that rot, No poison. I don't know. That was the best I had. All right, skeletons are our primary enemy here. They've got freaking 700 health. No, 600 health. 600 something health. And let's see what else. A catacomb. That's what else. What was I freaking going for there by saying, well, let's see what else is in this catacomb. Oh my god, there's catacombs in this catacomb? What? There's freaking more rooms in this dungeon? Holy crap, guys. I just discovered a rarity in this game. Hi, didn't expect to find you, honestly. I didn't remember this being here. Miranda Sprout Ashes. Oh my god. Okay, I love these ones' description. I will share them with you in a bit once I get up here to kill the skeleton. The Minecraft skeleton. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay. By dead, I mean I am sick. Eat. And if only sicknesses were that easy to cure. Miranda Sprout Ashes. Summoning consumes HP rather than FP, which is an interesting little requirement that is applied to something. Costs 185. If you have less than this, which you won't, you literally can't have less than this, with in-game methods at least, then you can summon it. Spirits of sweet little Miranda flowers, carnivorous blossoms that feed upon human flesh. I just love that combination of sweet little Miranda flowers that feed upon human flesh. It cracks me up every time. Creep slowly, vulnerable to fire. Do take care of the little darlings as they consume human flesh, you know. Well, then again, there are some humans that I wouldn't mind if they're in this game that I wouldn't mind if their flesh were consumed. So, yeah, I guess then go at it, guys. Ghost Glovewort level 3 and 4. Grave Glovewort level 4. I can actually recognize the difference, because Ghost Glovewort is a little bit bluer than Grave Glovewort. Oh, I knew this existed in one catacomb. Didn't know it was here, though. There we go. Somewhere. Oh my god, we get to watch it open! We actually get to watch it open. That's usually never the case, but yeah, there it is. Pretty cool. Is that it for Caelid Catacombs? Is that really it? Also, I gotta love how the names in this place probably like these are probably like the last 2 catacombs in the game they ever named. So they're like, what should we name this one? Okay, we put it next to a minor Erdtree, so just minor Erdtree catacombs. There you go. That's good enough. And then how about this one down in Southern? We could call it Redmane. Something to do with the dogs, maybe. Nah, it's in Caelid, man. Just call it Caelid Catacombs. Freaking hurry up and come eat lunch. Also, this one chair just sitting in the middle of the Scarlet Rot. Who sits there? Who sits there ever? Who just plops themselves down, their feet planted in the middle of the Scarlet Rot, just like, this is a relaxing little study area in this catacomb. Should I try a different headgear? That does not fit. Let's just do Commoner's Headband, why not? Who's here? Show yourself! Cemetery Shade, do you have ads? Do you have ads? I paid the $2.99 that removes ads. You shouldn't have any. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That's the attack that gets you stuck. He didn't do anything about it though. And looks like no, he doesn't have ads. All right, then we should be fine. Let me just break out my great glintstone shard. Let me break out my blood for him. And boom, boom, oh my god, yeah. Remember the deal with Cemetery Shades. They do a fuck ton of damage to you, but they are a glass cannon. They deal a lot of damage really quickly, but they don't have much health themselves. Did I say much help themselves? Fuck. That's gonna hit. He's gonna hit me. No, that's a grab. No, he's doing weird cicada shit to me. Get off. That is interesting. His head is like an insect. All right, then. Hoarfrost Stomp. Use it. No matter where he teleports, it hits in a wide range. Yep. Thank you for not tracking me very well with that. Oh, this guy's so annoying. By the way, okay, this guy teleports around all over the place, and he does deal a lot of damage. Is this what an Enderman in Minecraft would look like in a game with more realistic graphics? He's just missing the purple. Excuse me. Alright, you little bitch. Alright. You know who deserves a little bit of Hoarfrost Stomp in their life? You. Okay. And you deserve some shadowy daggers in your life. Alright, let's jump attack this fool. He won't know what's coming. As soon as I start jump attacking, they usually fall apart from there. That's been my experience against them. I hate you. I hate you so much. Do not teleport. Okay, so catch him in that combo, and then go crazy on with the spells. That might be the strat. Because nothing else is working. These home in as well. Okay, this is working real well. This is working great. Down you go. You weren't exactly very fun, so I do not consider that to be like a cheat whatsoever. Kindred of Wrought Ashes. Alright, well, maybe. I'll think about having those guys on my side. Spirit Ashes are usually the reward for a catacomb, which I guess makes sense. This is where the dead are buried, right? Again, death doesn't really exist in this world, but there are catacombs all over the fucking place. Whatever. The spirit takes the form of a crawling pest, a centerpiece, if you will. Its chitinous body making a dry rustling sound, attacks enemies by secreting sticky threads. The Kindred of Rot are the servants of the Goddess of Rot, servants that have been forsaken. Alright, so they are servants of no one. Is that all that there is to Caelid Catacombs? Is there more? Nah, seems like that's it. Just this first room with Scarlet Rot, then the second room with Scarlet Rot, and then the Cemetery Shade. Alright, pretty okay catacomb. And now, next up on our list, we shall be heading in the direction of Liurnia. Yeah, sorry, but looking at our time, I don't think we're gonna have much time left to do Redmane Castle. So, we're coming back to Liurnia for a couple of things that I would like to do here real quick. And by a couple, I mean 3, which technically isn't a couple. You know what I mean. I also might pay a visit to Jarbairn. That makes it 4 things, which is definitely not a couple. When I teleported here earlier to show off the ghost, I was actually passing by a hidden boss enemy that you can fight at nighttime, which I should be out right now. Yes, as you can see, it is a Knight's Cavalry. So the funny thing is, off camera in between last video and this video, I decided to look up where all, like, the field bosses like this guy are so that I could have their locations in mind and know where to find them later. And although, like, the Bell-Bearing Hunter, who we fought earlier this video, only has, like, 4 appearances, these guys, the Knights Cavalry, have 9 different appearances. It's pretty crazy, so I'm probably going to start cutting through them unless they do something new, which, so far, this guy hasn't done. Oh, I guess... Well, did the last one you fight use a halberd? The one in Limgrave did, so this guy's just a tougher version of that. Yeah, okay. I'll be back over this guy's dead body! Actually, scratch that. There's something new. My flask that I'm finally getting to use. Okay, it's gonna heal me, and then it's gonna buff my dodge roll, so let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. Yep. Okay. Please, please, let me hit you. Let me hit you, enemy in video game. How could you not make things easy for me? Like, come on, man. That's just selfish. He is down for the count. He's dead. There's no way he survives this. Fuck you. He does have a couple moves on the ground. Whatever. They're pretty basic. Now, I would like to check out, first of all, what he gives. Ice Spear, that's pretty cool, but also how much damage negation. Okay, that's putting me into the negatives in terms of physical. But then again, that's probably because this armor set I have on is not very protective, as it is. Skill of the Warriors has served Lunar Princess Rani. Spin armament to release cold magic, channel it into a piercing spear of ice. Pretty cool. Usable on twin blades. Well, sadly, I already have something a little bit more fun called Hoarfrost Stomp to use, and I'd rather just use that. All right, my physical damage negation was 9, so yeah, not a big decrease. It's like 12, minus 12%. Then, similarly, around this location of Liurnia at nighttime, the beginning of Bellum Highway, there should be another one. I'll just speed up through this. Tried horseback in the middle of that battle, and the results were as usual for me, that it didn't really feel like I could do much. Ash of War, Giant Hunt, and Knight Rider Glaive. We got their weapon. Weapon of the Knights Cavalry who ride funeral steeds. This glaive excels at weighty slash attacks that crash into foes, making it a powerful weapon even on horseback. Alrighty, that is all that drops. Now, I did discover that there is also another mini-boss enemy down here somewhere, down in this little field. And I'm debating fighting him. I guess I may as well try it. But first, I must see if you have anything new to say.
Those awful...
No, actually, that's it. That's the end of your dialogue for now. Alright then, I guess I'll revisit you on occasion, but I'll cut out the revisits unless you say something new. Gate Town North, more like Gate Town Borth. I don't know. I was gonna say more like Gate Town South, because south is where you need to travel in order to spawn this thing in. This is another Death Right Bird. Yeah, it's in the same region as the Death Wrong Bird. It's just up the road. It's a Death Right Bird. I guess not really the road, just up the lake is a Death Right Bird. And oh god, okay. It's a bit powerful. Maybe this will be too hard for me. We'll find out. That's what I'm here to try to do. Alright, takes a lot of damage from that. How much damage do you take from this? Loads, alright. Then, off you go, I guess. Glintstone Shard. Alright, perfect. Not locking on is probably better against these guys. Their swings are so big, it's causing my camera to go all over the place. Those swings, at least, are, less so. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, that peck, oh, that peck, oh, that peck, and go die. Do not do the stupid grab that the Death Wrong Birds do. That's why they're Death Wrong Birds, because they're wrong for doing the stupid grab. Oh god. What is that? What is that? I'm running. Okay, within that zone, and then, okay, and then it moves outwards. Is sent a bunch of projectiles. On my island is buried a treasure chest. Oh god, gotta turn off a phone alarm. The intense tasks of Elden Ring. Shut off your phone alarm in the middle of a boss. Oh no, he's gonna pack me and kill me, isn't he? Yeah, he is. That was going decent. I'll try that again. First, though, I'm gonna recollect my runes and give intelligence 1 more point. Now we can use the Moonveil, and we are level 66. If this guy ends up being too annoying, I might use the Moonveil on him. I hope you're okay with that. Wrong time of day. I think its head is a potential weak spot. If only I could actually hit it reliably. I can hit it with magic. That works. Oh god, this. Okay, this is kind of hard to dodge without being on torrent. I still did it, though. And then you... How fast was that swing? Can we get a replay of how fucking fast that swing was? Yeah, try reacting to that. There was like a pause before he did it. It's not a bad telegraph. Just wow, what an insanely fast swing. That's problematic. Okay. Drop down it and then get hit anyway. I was thinking maybe like stay out of the zone and then go back into the zone once they start spreading out. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you for putting this stupid frost fire everywhere. That doesn't even make sense. How is there frost fire? This is like the freaking Eternal Frost dimension from Minecraft, from that one Minecraft mod all over again, where I have the blue fire. That's, well, like, warm, but it's also cold, and it makes no sense. Alright then, that's a big AoE. I did see that coming. Bit of an annoying range, though. Seriously, I was able to do... Oh my god. Okay, heal. Oh, that's it. Damn it. I should have expected that, to be honest. I've seen Gale do that to me all too much. Oh my god. Fuck you! Stop! The fight was going really well, and now it's just not. Is he in some kind of phase 2? Or something? He's in something! He's in something, and I don't like what he's in. He does do the grab attack. Alright, Moonveil time, let's do it! Time to demonstrate the power of the Moonveil. Let's go, buddy. Okay, that honestly didn't do a whole lot. Trust me, it's good. It's an attack that's really quick, does a decent amount of damage. Oh my god, 316. It did even better once I was actually in the fight. That makes sense. Oh, fuck you. You really have to do that last toss at the end? Alright. There we go. I hate you so much. Look at all the freaking flasks I've had to use. This is not going very well. I'm afraid. I didn't even know you were... I thought that was like a big explosion. I thought that's what you were doing before. There we go. Use the stronger one. Didn't do a whole lot. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, it's just this. It's just this attack that I haven't dodged correctly until now. If you run out of FP, the Transient Moonlight returns to the normal unsheath that the regular katanas have, that every other katana has. Or, not every other katana, some of them probably don't. But yeah, it returns to the unsheath scale, basically like the normal version. Are you shitting me? What the The fire does that much? What is... I was at full health, took one hit, took a second hit, suddenly dead? How does that make sense? Liurnia difficulty, by the way. I mean, I guess this guy's a little bit hard. God, why does time reset to daytime every time you die? Is it for this reason? Is it for enemies that only spawn at night? Okay, so after that travesty of an attempt, I think I've decided I'm gonna save this guy for later. Fuck him. He's not fun. I've decided. Fuck this boss. Moving on. Not giving up, though. He is going to die before the playthrough ends. Believe you me. I'm just marking it with the skull. I'm coming back from later. Because holy shit. This guy's just annoying as shit. I think I have a better idea for how to end this video. Let's go back to the Four Belfries. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Unlike down there where it was foggy every single time I respawned. It was foggy every time I was fighting that Deathbird. I guess even the weather didn't like him either. We've gotten basically every stone sword key in the game, because you remember there are 4 Belfries. We have unlocked one of them. The one at the top is just for a chest containing another, containing an imbued sword key so that you could use it here. There's only 2 left, and we have both of the keys to unlock them right here. So we can technically do both of them, but I think, yeah, we're gonna do the other one. This Belfry is nothing. No, Night Sky Unceasing. So let us use the imbued sword key and see what's on the other end. If you remember, we explored a place that had a pretty unceasing night sky. And its name was Siofra River. Nocron Eternal Say. Ignore that, we're not there yet. We are right here, actually out of bounds from the map. We are somewhere unmapped as of the map of the rest of Siofra River. But yeah, here we are. Man, you can tell those aren't really stars because they're also below you. That shouldn't be the case. It looks pretty cool, though. Pretty cool? What am I saying? This looks freaking drop-dead gorgeous. Which is also what I use to describe Liurnia, and I think this is a similar level of visual greatness. Down in Siofra. Both Liurnia and Siofra, the 2 best looking areas in this game, in my opinion. So if you remember, this is the giant place with an item that we couldn't pick up from over there. That corpse is not rendered from this far. Pretty funny to see, but the item actually is. And yes, this is the only way to get to it. You have to unlock that one Belfry in the 4 Belfries. Let's see what item it has eventually when we get over there. Can I summon Torrent? Oh, I can! Okay, let's summon Torrent. Make things easier. Ghost Glovewort level 2. And Mottled Necklace. As you can see, it is a collection of all the colors together, so it raises robustness, immunity, and focus. Said to be a budding horn, same description. Okay. Does it raise it by as much as the individual ones do? Seems like no. It doesn't raise it by as much as the individual horn charms do, but if you want a little boost to all of them, there you go. I like the tile that's sticking out over the edge. Just a little tap of it will make it fall down and die. There's the rest of Siofra, though. And there is the structure. How do we get up there? I suppose we'll find out at a later date. This guy standing over here is indeed a Crucible Knight. We've already fought these guys before, so I think this is the perfect way to show the power of the Moonveil. Fighting this guy, did that? Yeah, show the power of the Moonveil. 157 damage. I mean, believe me, against guys with low poise, this thing rocks. Okay, watch out for that. Heal, please do not use her poke. You did, but very late, so I thank you for doing that. Honestly, I might do better with the Twin Blade here. Yeah, I promise the Moonveil's real cool, guys. I promise it's overpowered. It's not overpowered. I would not call it overpowered. It's just a really good choice against a lot of enemies in the game, and we happen to fight the 2 enemies that are, that it is not as great a choice against. It's also, you know, at +3, I could probably give it some more upgrades to be better against this guy. But I don't know. I did not dodge at the right time there, yet it still gave me the dodge. The lack of being hit, is I guess the term there, gave me the lack of bleeding. Even though this guy is inflicting blood and loss, still, you know what I mean. There's Froth for you, and now you're in phase 2. Let's go, buddy. Beep. Slipped right past. Oh no, that's a problem. Okay, don't dodge away from that like I did. That's a problem, if you do that. Fine, I guess I'll be 1-2 hits away for the rest of time. Don't you dare. Alright. He can go out of that, like, double swipe attack into the long-range poke if you heal. I've had them do that before, and it's been very annoying every time. Oh, fuck you. I might have to use this, which will make myself take more damage for a little while. It's fine. It's fine, I'll be fine. Okay, technically with the damage he deals, I have like less than adequate defenses. I take more damage from him, just straight up. Okay. He's close, come on. Oh, fuck you. He's usually open for a hit after this. He's usually open for a hit after this. One of these times he'll be open for business. And that was that time. Nice. Do you drop anything? No. Just 3,080 souls. That's fine. You know what? I don't think any place I'm gonna go after this is going to top this as a view for our outro, so let's just stop right here. Next time on Elden Ring, we're gonna go to Castle Redmane and attend the Festival of Combat for General Radahn. And then probably do a mini dungeon or two here and there, fight something else, maybe give the Deathrite Bird another set of attempts. We'll see. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.